Matsy, we secured our first win of the season against Jersey last Saturday. What pleased you the most about the performance?
The main thing is that we stuck to our guns tactically and we got it right, and the boys were relentless in applying pressure. So when it came to getting that territory and advantage, we came away with points. So from that aspect, it was very pleasing.
From an attack perspective, what are the key areas that have improved the most over the last few weeks?
I think from an attack, it's very complex. So the understanding of all the new players coming in, trying to get to grips with how the style we play with and what we're trying to do, it's slowly coming through. And then from our perspective, because we're not full time, playing is key for them to learn and to review video and have something tangible to look at. So from that point of view, playing the 3 games has helped us all as a group to get better at attack.
You mentioned that we've played 3 games, we've tried a number of different combinations across the back line. Have you been impressed with the players and their attitude so far?
Yeah, no, it's incredibly frustrating for guys who are not involved, but I think everyone has been willing to help out during the week, play a role a defensive opposition would do, or provide feedback in video analysis sessions. So from that perspective, it's been a squad effort, and some of the new boys have really taken to it, which is very pleasing.
We're obviously trying to play with pretty fast tempo, quick game play. Is this something that we're able to do without, I guess, relegation this season, with a bit of pressure off?
I think mentally for the boys, it's been a long time, and it's been something we've wanted to do for a while and have a go at and chance our arm. And I think we're a better team when we try to play with some tempo. We don't really suit an attritional style of rugby. So from that point of view, I think it's easier to sell and get the players to have a crack at, as opposed to picking going or one-off runners all day. So I think the tempo bit has been well received, and the boys are adapting well to it.
Our kicking game has also continued to develop. Is there still a big emphasis to play smart and kick into the right areas at key moments?
Yeah, and everything in attack should be based on what you see in front of you, and if there's a wall of defenders and there's spacing behind, it's just the right option. And then we don't kick just for the sake of it, it's to get the ball back. So from that aspect, Rob's done a great job at identifying how to do that and transfer pressure back, and then when we do get the ball, it's to bring our energy and our tempo to the game. So in a way, it's conserving, but also playing to the right spaces, and using our players a little bit more smartly.
Our attention turns swiftly to Saracens on Sunday. What must we do well against them from an attacking point of view?
Well, it's no secret that they're incredibly good defensively. So any defensive system will leave space somewhere, but it's having the confidence to move the ball to that space under a lot of pressure. It's a fine balance between just throwing the ball about and then using a bit of smarts and a bit of space identification to move ball there. So yeah, you've got to be smart with this lot, but you've also got to box clever and move the ball if you want to get some success. But that's going to come with some mistakes, and we just got to be ready when those mistakes come. But also when the opportunity presents itself, be brave enough to move that ball.
We obviously know that they'll put out a very good team on Sunday. They've got some incredibly dangerous players in their backline, whoever they select. You mentioned defence. How strong must we be in defence to shut them down?
Again, they've got some very good fast open field runners. So same thing applies, like moving off the ball, shutting down their time in space, making sure their 10 doesn't have time to do little clever kicks in behind, things like that. It's more of a team thing than identifying some of their players. It's about making sure that all their players have just got a little less time to do what they want to do. And I think if we get that right within our systems, we're pretty good at stopping most threats.
They're obviously a professional team. We beat Jersey on Saturday, who are professional. We're a part-time side. How much pride does this group take in playing strongly against the professional outfits?
I think it's a big drive for the boys to improve every week, and I think we've been focusing on the process, and I'm very pleased that the process showed fruit, and again that will give the boys a bit more confidence going into teams like this and historically we've had some big wins, and those wins have always come from the boys sticking to what we believe in and being true to ourselves, as opposed to being overawed by any situation like we did against London Irish Christmas Eve and Bristol at home. I think the boys are always keen to give it a crack and have a go.
Yeah, it's a massive opportunity and a challenge for our group. How excited are you to see how they respond?
No, it's a young group and a lot of new boys and faces around, so I'm just excited to see the guys who brave enough to have a go and just be fearless in what they're trying to do, as opposed to standing back and giving them too much time and space to do what they want to do.
We've mentioned it a few times already, but the Rag, we're trying to build a fortress here. It's very different without crowds, but again, how determined is the group to make this a place, a very tough venue for any club to play?
Well, the boys have had pre-season for a long time now, and they've gotten to know each other quite well, in a socially distanced way, of course, but they've grown as tight as a group, and I think the fortress thing comes from the boys wanting to play for each other. So that closeness and the camaraderie that's come from a lot of older heads who've been around for a long time, accepting the new guys in and making them part of the team will just help galvanise their efforts. So the fortress mentality definitely comes from being together and wanting to play for each other a lot more, and I think that's a lot what this club is about. So hopefully that will evolve and get better over time.
And just finally, for yourself, from a coaching perspective, obviously these are the games you want to be involved in. Are you relishing the challenge?
No, it's an amazing opportunity just to stand next to the field watching these boys play. So obviously from my perspective on Sunday, it's nothing more I can really do. So hopefully we've given the boys enough confidence and ideas to go out there and play some rugby.
Matsy, good luck against Saracens, and the whole club is obviously behind the group.
Thank you very much, Tom.